YouTube fam, how y'all doing? It's Young. This is Uncle Tim Rants and Reviews, the channel where I rant and I review. I'm your host, Uncle Tim. Fam, people been asking me over and over again what I got on my plate. I always complaining about I got a lot on my plate. I'm a whole grown ass man who got kids, a wife, jobs. Dude, I got a lot on my plate. We all got issues, man. Everybody dealing with some sort of stressor in their life. A lot of us are going through trials and tribulations, and people are sitting back asking you, what are you going through? Motherfucker, is there a competition? Motherfucker, I didn't know I have to be at a certain level in order to complain about shit I'm going through. I didn't know that. Sometimes people relate to me because they feel the same damn way. I'm going through shit. I just got past this, and here it is again. You like, damn, like, man, like money. You saving money for something, man, and all of a sudden something else pop up and take all the damn money. And you sitting there thinking to yourself, man, you like, can I catch a break? You sitting here thinking, people like, you should have a rainy day fund, a rainy day fund, a rainy day fund. You got a rainy day fund. What happens when you use all that up? Sometimes a rainy day happens so big that it takes the whole fund. Well, you should have another one. Okay, you have another one. Then something else happened to take that whole fund. What the hell are we doing? Bro, people are like, well, you should have like at least, 6 months of, pay backed up. You should have, 6 months worth of utilities backed up. I'm sitting here thinking, what other jobs do y'all have that could do this? The jobs that we have now could barely pay the rent, could barely feed us, could barely help us get our medications or go see the doctor, put gas in the car, or if you need to travel, shit, it's an arm and a leg to do that. Hell, just to get on a plane in certain situations to go somewhere damn near costs the same price as your rent. And you're sitting here thinking to yourself, man, it feels like I can't catch a break. Are you wrong for feeling like that sometimes? No. You know what? It's okay. It's okay to be upset about stuff. It's okay to talk about it. It's okay to sit back and be like, man, this time 5 years ago, I was in a different spot. Dude, I was talking to somebody about this. I said, hell, 20 years ago, I was in a different spot. Man, just to think, 2005, I was thinking about what I was doing in 2005, bro. I could tell you, 2005, I wasn't making the most money, but I knew how to manage my money. That's the thing that people don't understand. You don't have to make an arm and a leg. You just got to understand where each dollar goes and what you got to do to make those dollars. I was explaining to y'all that toys have went up. Hell, all the toy companies done went up in price now. You even see Hasbro trying to leave Pawtucket, Rhode Island to go to Boston. Pawtucket is doing everything they can to keep Hasbro. But Hasbro looking at it like this. There's not an international presence there. They need to be somewhere where they could be seen and taken serious. Pawtucket was just, basically a tax break, somewhere where they could just, do what they want to. But now they're trying to revive this company. Dude, I'm going to explain something to you. Over and over again, I say it constantly. You go inside a Target and Walmart and you buy something. Say, for instance, I bought this Target $30. I go to Ross and this damn thing is $10. How would you feel? I know you could take it back and do whatever you can, and I get all that. But that has a way of demoralizing you. People constantly ask me, how could you make the same videos talking about, you stepping back, you quitting? Dude, I haven't bought nothing in a minute. And I'm serious, I haven't bought any damn thing. And it's like that sometimes, man, because you are so burnt out on going from store to store or even looking online, bro. I constantly hear people tell me pre-order or just order it online. I go online, half of the shit is gone. I go to pre-order, half of the shit is gone. Bro, look, there are problems in all of this. But people make it seem like there's no problems. They make it seem like it's just you bitching and moaning, bro. That ain't what's happening. What's happening is people are buying the stuff and, there's nothing left most of the time. And when you constantly don't find anything, then you go online because people are pushing you to go online and say, you're going to find everything you're looking for there. You get online, yeah, at a price. Dude, that's why I got off of eBay. The prices were too damn ridiculous, bro. I'm like, man, now sellers are sending me offers on shit that I ain't even bid on. Dude, I'm trying to figure out how that worked. Guy asked me, he said, man, did you just stop collecting? What's going on? I don't see you on eBay no more. I was like, didn't even answer, didn't even respond. Why I didn't respond? You know, I was helping out a lot of sellers. I was promoting their stuff. And one guy got real mad at me talking about I didn't give you permission to promote my stuff. I'm like, bro, people buying your stuff. No, but still, you know, this is my thing. And, you know, you should have asked. And, you know, any old way, I should get something off of those listings that you do. You know, you put up those shorts. And I was like, oh, I get it. Stop. Oh, man, you know, man, nobody buying my stuff no more. I said, consequences have actions, bro. You know, we both got to win in this situation. You got your win where you sold out all of your merchandise, but you hollering at me because you feel that you should get more. Dude, that's the thing that I'm getting at. People want too damn much. I'm okay with, you know, us splitting certain things, but damn, you trying to take it all and think you worth it all. Nah, hell no. I'm going to just cut you out and use other people. Hell, I just delete your short and delete the post that I made about your stuff too, man. People doing too much. Collecting has gotten to the point, man, where it's a damn rich man's hobby, man. And to be honest, man, yeah, you collected before that time period. That was different. Now it's just like everything is so expensive. People are telling me, well, but the inflation and all that. Bro, I don't give a damn about all that. Our wages didn't go up. Mine didn't. You know, well, inflation happened, so let's raise their wages real quick. I didn't get that. My company didn't call me in and say, well, we getting you a raise. Inflation went up. I didn't get that. I know most of you all might have got it, but I didn't. Dude, I'm not complaining about people who find stuff. I'm happy with them finding stuff. But, you know, I'm not. And, you know, me complaining about it, saying that I'm backing up, if you're not finding anything and you venting that you not finding anything on a venting channel, I'm trying to figure this out, man. You complain too much. You complaining too much on a complaining channel. What the fuck we really doing here, man? You know, what do you want from me? I'm serious, man. It's like you wanted me to do reviews on things. Did what people ask. You know, man, I want to see some of the stuff that you picked up. Man, show us that. I do that. I do, you know, man, once you do a figure review, I do that. My thing is, bro, all the things that I don't complain in, don't do anything. Somebody said, man, see, if you keep on doing these reviews, people will watch more and more. Man, nobody watch reviews. I looked at all the big YouTubers who do reviews on toys that they pick up or a toy review or something. Most people don't watch those. And I'm not trying to be, you know, messy in here, but I'm just being real, man. Sometimes you get tired of this collecting thing because it's a lot. You know, you go in trying to find gym shoes, you can't find those. You go trying to find Pokemon cards, you can't really find those because you got resellers just buying them all up, along with most of the toys, bro. They buying up most of the shoes. You got them buying up most of the sports cards, bro. I'm like, man, really? At one point, they were buying up most of the Funko Pops, bro. That's how it was working in the beginning, man. After a while, everything is falling off because people are just throwing their hands up. They just surrendering. They're waving a white flag right now. People walking away from this collecting thing because it's a little too much. Man, when you are battling just, you know, to stay afloat in the hobby, man, you start feeling some kind of way. And I keep hearing that, you know, I'm not doing my due diligence. I'm not doing everything I'm supposed to do. We could have been already, you know, doing something else. I could have been at another level by now, you know, on fan and stuff, man. I can do, you know, a toy tuber thing where I go from store to store. Dude, like I told you, it's close to 100 Rosses here. I go from Ross to Ross. That won't work here. That won't work here with Target or Walmart or Walgreens. Because in most of these stores, you're not going to find nothing here. I don't know what it is about the Midwest. The Midwest has some of the biggest sales numbers out there. But nobody sends toys here. I don't get it. All the toys go to California for some reason. They all go to California. It just, I'm like, man, I'm like, did we not think anybody else need toys? Like, like, well, Chicago really, we don't really do toys that much. You ain't sending any. You sending us all the garbage nobody wants, man. Then all of a sudden you complaining that nobody's buying it. If you sending me just anything, man, man, please. I'm watching people fan NECA figures like Alf, Godzilla, all type of stuff, man. I'm seeing them fanning Turtles of Grayskull, shit, just Simpsons, just everything. DC Multiverse, Marvel Legends, Fortnite stuff, man. And I'm just sitting here like, man, I haven't found none of that stuff, bro. Masters of the Universe, man. And I'm just sitting here like, man, what is going on? Then you go into your stores, you can't even find gym shoes at the gym shoe store. You like, man, come on. Like I said, at this point, collecting is overrated, bro. You get tired. You get frustrated with every damn thing. You get frustrated with everything that's happening. All these price hikes, man, it just takes away from what you can buy. Think about it. These Marvel Legends are damn near $30 now. DC Multiverse figures are $35 with, the collected edition. Then you're looking at everything. Motu stuff done raised in price. You sitting here thinking like, what are we really doing? People ask me what toy lines that I'm not collecting for anymore. It seems like none of them, bro, because it's hard to find anything. And people make it seem like I be over here hating on people or hating, just on a hobby, man. Then I hear about all the resellers and I was looking at this one cat that be on YouTube, and he's the biggest reseller of toys that I've seen. I seen another cat that do video games and the biggest another reseller. I'm like, I collect games, but I resell. I'm like, ain't you talking about the same damn people, but you doing the same damn thing? See, this is what I'm saying. You got to make it make sense. People keep telling me, I'm telling everybody, all the resellers with the fast stuff. The resellers are the people in the community. Bro, what you thinking? How many people could buy 5 his tanks? I don't know too many people that can do that. I don't know too many people that can just, go out and buy 5 cats layers, man. I'm like, I don't know about that. Like, shit, I buy 5 of them. I might have another place to stay. Cat's lair gonna be looking at me like, man, come on now. Bro, I've been pushing the same narrative for the longest, man. The same things I talk about over and over again are the same things that's constantly happening over and over again. We talk about them over and over again because they keep happening. That's just logic, man. You talk about the stuff that's happening all the time, not stuff that ain't happening. Bro, I could tell you the times that I went into stores and just got so frustrated. Went into Walmart where the people were just so disrespectful, Target, whereas I couldn't find or see anything, man, where I was talking to people, man, just being pleasant. Bro, sometimes people have bad days at work. And like I said, if you having a horrible day, stay your ass at home. Don't come in trying to take it out on people because you might run into the wrong one and they might light your ass up. I'm not talking about hit you, punch you. Might give you a verbal lashing, like you need. Sometimes we got to understand there's a place that we all need to stay in. When you at work, you need to be professional. I don't give a damn if you don't want to do your job. If you're a cashier and there are 50 people in each line, you got to ring those damn people out. I'm not on complaint, dude. I was a cashier a long ass time ago. I made a game of it. I was ringing people out so damn fast, they thought I was giving people the shit. They were like, wait, hold on. We're going to look back through these tapes and look. And they're like, damn, he ringing people. Why are you ringing so fast? Because I said I want people to get the hell out of here. People got to go to work. People got places they got to be. People putting stuff back because the lines are too long, because people taking their time, because they angry as shit. Man, look, you can't handle a situation when nobody else want to handle it with you, bro. That's the thing that I look at, man. I constantly talk to people about work and opportunities, about doing all the things that they can. People laugh when I was telling them, shit, donate plasma if you need money. They were like, man, that's bad advice. Bad advice is you starving and you ain't got no damn food. Bad advice is you sitting there turning your nose up when you ain't got nothing. Bro, this is what I'm talking about. The generation I'm from, man, we worked our ass off. Bro, we went and made a fucking way. We didn't complain about not having money. I was talking to a guy, he was like, oh, man, I don't got no money. I said, they got a job over there working under the table where you get cash, bro. So I said, man, this was many years ago. I said, man, I'm going to put a word in for you can go over there, man, and get hired for you can get that money. Oh, man, I don't want to do that, man. I just want to go home after work. And I said, but, man, you complaining about money every damn day. What are we doing? Oh, man, but, I want to go home after work and just relax. I don't want to go to another job and do this and that. Man, I want to, enjoy my life. I said, yeah, you can't enjoy it right now. You ain't got no damn money. Bro, see, that's the thing. I don't think people understand. You got to work in order to get the benefits of working, bro. Shit, people like, you telling him to work hard at McDonald's. Motherfucker, you knew what you was getting an hour when they hired you. You knew what you was making an hour when they hired you at Target and Walmart or wherever you work. You work at a bank, you work at an accounting firm or whatever. You knew the salary going in. You knew the salary you negotiated. Bro, my thing is, hell, once you did your due diligence, it's time for you to do your job. Bro, I don't complain about, work. Oh, man, look at all this work I got. No, shit, I'm on work. Dude, I'm happy to have this damn job. It's a lot of people out there that ain't working. It's a lot of people out there who ain't got nowhere to live. It's cold as hell outside right now. And it's not cold. It's actually kind of cool. But when you out there in those, in that environment, man, with nothing surrounding you, you feel unsafe, you feel, vulnerable and all of that stuff, man. Yeah, it's cold. Because the world is a cold-ass place, bro. People make it seem like we sitting here all the time and, everything is good, man. Shit, I go through shit. Man, we all got health issues right now. We all got stress issues. Well, we got so much on our mind. We got so much on our plates, man. Sometimes as a man, I don't get opportunity to clean out, my deleted folder. You get what I mean? In here. You know how you delete stuff? I don't get an opportunity to clean that stuff out because I got to constantly do stuff. As a man, you don't really get opportunity to be sick. If you get opportunity to be sick, they find a way for you to do some other shit while you sick, dude, because you sitting there, you like, man, I just want to lay down. I hear people tell me a woman can never be sick. A woman can be sick, but a man can never be sick because he got to get out there and make that money. If he's sick, there's some shit going on where he can't actually get up. This is what I talk about all the time. We got to make sure we know what we doing here, man. We got to make sure that we see with our eyes what we actually doing, man. People want you to actually bend over backwards to buy shit that they won't buy. Man, you should be reviewing this stuff. Man, I ain't reviewing that shit. Dude, hell, if I can't find this shit, I don't want no toy that don't take up the whole damn shelf. Man, come on. Dude, I have nothing against people who buy Hot Toys and all those Mondo figures. Dude, Mondo figures are like $250. I was just thinking about it. That's a lot of damn money for it. You could sell, like a whole shelf, and you'll have that money to do that. Why would I want one toy, bro? Don't try to live through me. My thing is, if you want that, then you do that. But don't try to push that off on me saying that's what I should do. Dude, I don't want to do that. I was told by somebody, see, you don't know how to take criticism and things like that. No, I'm telling you why I don't do something. But people make it seem like just because it worked for them, it got to work for you. That ain't how life works. It never works like that. If life worked like that, we all would be in a good place right now. But life don't work like that. Life is not fair. Life is not consistent. Sometimes for certain people, life extremely hard. And you sit back and you got to take it. When people sometimes hear you going through shit and they hear what you going through, they look at you like you crazy. That's all you going through? Because they done been through that shit already, been back through it again, back through it, whatever. And they done came out on the other side. They looking at you like, man, bro, you complaining about any damn thing now. Bro, this is why I say we got to sit back sometimes and we got to really, really push it. We got to really push that narrative of what we want from our life. Stop saying that you want a Prius or some shit. Say you want a Lamborghini. Say, Lord, look, I want a Lamborghini. I'm gonna work hard to get this Lamborghini. Even if you don't get a Lamborghini, you know, you could fall short of a Lamborghini and fall into something else that's around that area. Bro, but if you want a Prius, man, you sitting there like, man, come on. Bro, have dreams. Have dreams that are reaching the stars, bro. Don't have dreams that anybody can just give you, man. I'm just being real. You want to always understand your surroundings and what, you know, you are just capable of, man. I was sitting here one day, man, and I see all these people out here with these skeebies on. You said skeebie. You know, ski mask. They out here doing way too damn much walking around with ski mask on in the hot ass summer. Oh man, I'm just, you know, just being unknown, Rep, man. You know, I'm just being unknown. I don't want to be all out there like that. Motherfucker, what are we doing here? It look like you about to rob the hell out of me right now. All these motherfuckers with ski masks on. Like, I'm like, boy, y'all doing way too damn much. And you get mad if you get hurt out here. You gotta stop playing, man. And see, this is what I'm saying. Society right now, everybody's playing. Somebody told me, you know, man, see, that's the thing with your generation. You know, they take everything to heart. Man, my generation, motherfucker, I got hit by a car and got my ass up and went home on my bike. My bike back wheel was crushed. I rode the motherfucker home. I don't know how. Bruh, I got hit by a metal ass car. Steel. They don't make cars out of steel anymore. They make them out of plastic. Dude, I got hit by a damn steel car. My friend got hit by one car, then he got hit by another damn car and got up. You hit a damn kid now with a damn plastic car, they dead. I'm trying to figure out what motherfuckers made of now. It's like people ain't even made anything. You bump into something, people crying and shit. Man, motherfucker, I damn near lost my arm. I looked and said, damn, I gotta go to work. Man, I cut half of my damn scalp out almost. You know, shaving my head. Shit. This time I actually had to stay because it was bleeding too damn much. But before that, shit, patched it up and took my ass rest to work. Bro, look, I had something to talk about. Man, shit, I had something to talk about for months. People were talking about that shit. Man, please. I'm going to live and I'm going to continue to live. Bro, I'm going to tell you, no matter how many times you get knocked down, get your ass back up. Stop sitting there and saying, well, you know, I'm tired, man. I'm tired. You know, I get it. But get your ass back up. Being laying down there, that shit ain't gonna get you nothing. People used to say, hey, look, I ain't gonna pay your damn rent, but I will feed you. Now people looking at you like, I ain't gonna pay your rent, and I'm not gonna feed you. Food costs too damn much. Bro, this is why I said, man, you ain't got no kids. You ain't got no girlfriend, bro. You should be out here living your best damn life, trying to make shit work, bro. I got people I know that worked abroad and every damn thing. They're all on trips and shit like that. And I'm like, man, not everybody got the same life or experiences, man. You know, I wasn't handed no inheritance, you know, or anything like that. You know, when family members passed, man, I had to make my own damn way. And there ain't nothing wrong with pulling yourself up by the bootstraps, man. And, you know, I heard somebody tell me the other day, man, see, that's what I don't like here. People talking about you got to pull yourself up by the bootstraps. You do. I hear it's hard as hell out here with all this shit, bro. But you got to find a way to make it. Shit, stop living outside your means. If you can't afford to go on that trip, don't go. If you can't afford to go out to eat, then don't go. Shit, if you can't drive down here, over there, and it ain't mandatory, it ain't for work, it ain't for nothing that's really anything, it's just for fun, don't go. Bro, if you can't afford a cell phone, shit, get you a track phone. Get you a government phone. You heard me, government phone. They had those. Bro, I hear too many damn excuses out here from grown-ass men. Dude, I've been through so much shit out here, man. I could write books on shit. I went to a therapist, and he was like, hey, look, you know, I want to start here at this particular age. I said, bro, we can't start there. We need to start exactly what why? Because, you know, I want to establish to see if this is not a repeating pattern. I said, look, I'm going to explain something to you. What I got inside my head right here may hurt you. He stopped, looked at me, got kind of scared. I said, what you mean by that? I said, some things that people hold inside, other people can't take. Some shit that you got in your head that you barely got sealed away in a vault in your head, some people can't take it because you tell them and they like, damn, like, you know, some things are too much for certain people to handle, bro. And this is why I don't like opening up wounds, bro. When you go to site with therapists and shit like that, psychiatrists and things like that, they try to go all the way back. The reason why they go all the way back through your childhood is to establish you to return. So if I start way back there and we just start and we're talking, I'm starting to get you to come back. You see what I mean? And I'm getting paid for that. Is it helping you any? No. What's helping you talking about some shit happened when you was 5 or 6 or 8? It ain't helping you. But that was trauma back there. Shit, that trauma done scabbed over and every damn thing else. I'm good. Let's talk about the stuff that oh, see, that's what I had to understand, man. Not everybody here for your best interest, bro. And you got to understand that. I know I do a lot of talking here, and I want you to understand that. It's not just talk. When I talk to you about shit, I done been through it. You know, you hear people talk to you about homeless and all of that shit. I've been there. Bro, I think a lot of people don't understand. Oh, but I see all that shit behind you. You just lying. I told you I've been there. I didn't tell you I stayed there. It's a difference. Some people get somewhere and they stay. That's the shit people don't understand. You know, my friend had a drinking problem. He had a drinking problem. He didn't stay there. He had one. He went and got help, and he left that shit alone. He told me sometimes I got to go to those AA meetings at least 4 times a damn week. I said, and? I said, is it helping? Yeah. You see my point? Bro, sometimes people expect the world from you, but, you know, the minute you tell them you can't do it, they get upset. I remember back in the day, my son told me all the stuff he wanted for Christmas. And I was out there working my ass off to get it, and he was complaining that he didn't see me. I said, how did you expect me to get this stuff? Didn't have an answer. Oh man, it's not really no food in here for Christmas. I said, you wanted all this stuff. Where did you think that was coming from? There's not a thing of infinite money. Now I look at him now and he's complaining about money. He's complaining about, you know, his kids wanting this and wanting that. Bro, that's the life. You know, you don't truly understand some shit until you go through some shit. And this is why I say you got to be very careful of people telling you shit that ain't never been through shit. See, people are quick to do that to you. Man, people are quick to diagnose you with shit. You know, oh, he's bipolar. See, you know, he's nice one minute, he's mean the next minute. No. What's happening is you are a grown-ass person who goes through some shit. That's how life works. Some days, man, somebody could have just pissed you off somewhere, and you just mad that day. One day, you could be okay. Because, look, you just did what you did, and that was cool. But, man, things happen. Every day is not the same. People make it seem like you're supposed to be the same way you've been since you was like 15, bro. No. You're supposed to grow. You know, this is why they don't want you to hang with people that you've been around your whole damn life. Man, me and him been friends for 35 years, man. Man, the only thing about him that's really cool, man, he always talk about the 12th grade, man, what we did in 12th grade. I don't want to talk about that shit. That has no bearing on my life. I don't even see them damn people anymore. Why are we talking about it? Why are you still stuck there for? If you're going to be stuck somewhere where you're making good money. Oh, man, but at that time, man, we were all hanging out. We were all still cool, man. My mom and dad were still alive. They were, you know, helping me out and stuff like that, man. You know, I had all the fly gear, man. I had all the women. That was the best time of his life. That's why he still talk about it. But for me, man, it was what it was. The best time of your life could be any time of your life, bro. You know, we just love to sit in one place and just waddle. And just say, woe is me sometimes, man. Sometimes you got to snap out that shit. Stand up and be like, look, I'm done with this. Man, let me get out here and get this money. That's the mindset I have. This is the mindset that I told my son. You can chase all you want after your dream, but make sure you got a backup plan. Make sure you have that plan that pay those bills you got. Ain't no pay no damn body bills. You a whole grown ass man. Ain't no pay nobody rent either. Went and got him a roommate, did his thing. My other son, you know, him and his girl, you know, they got kids, you know, they doing their thing. Dude, I'm okay with that. I'm not trying to tell somebody what to do and what not to do. You're a grown-ass man. You're going to do what you want to do regardless of what I say. Even if I'm paying your bills. That's just how people are. You know, the lady said, she said to me, man, he expected me to do what the fuck he say. What's wrong with him? I said, he paying all your bills. I said, hell, I expect you to do everything he say. You know, you can't come in and say, well, you ain't paying my bills. He paid all of them. You need to be quiet before you be paying them, because it don't sound like you can afford them. You know, people love to live rich on your money, but on their money, bro, they cheap as hell. That's why I stopped paying people attention in their nonsense, man, because people full of shit. Not everybody, but a lot of people. But, man, till later, fam, I want to say thank you again for watching. Till later, peace out.